Welcome to Clean Academy. I'm Jonathan Van Ness, and today we have Ramya and Nneka. Honey, give us a little introduction of yourself.
Well, I am Ramya. I'm the Senior Product Development Manager at Biossance. I am a cosmetic formulation chemist, and I basically write the recipes for Biossance products.
Which we love. Nneka, tell us about what you do.
I am the Vice President of Healthy Living Science at EWG, and we basically look at the ingredients in personal care products and clean-in products and test if they're toxic to human health.
So what do we get to talk about today?
We're going to be talking about ingredients. Today we're a lot more mindful about the things that we're putting into our body, things that we're eating, and how that affects our overall health. And that same mindset can be applied when selecting your skincare. So today we'll talk about what to look for, what to avoid, and how to make the best choice when you're picking your skincare.
I love good decision-making skills.
Before we get started, Jonathan, what do you know about clean ingredients?
Okay. I know that in the United States of America, honey, we don't have as much regulation on our ingredients and what goes into our products as like say the European Union or Canada. Parabens we want to stay away from. I know that I don't love a sulfate. Ooh, we don't like the silica, some things that wash off and mess up our environment and the water because they're a bioaccumulative.
You know a ton.
But I want to know so much more, but will you please tell me what I really need to know about ingredients?
The first thing you need to know is that in order to become a true clean beauty expert, a clean beauty shopper,
yes,
you really need to understand ingredients. And that's because we're exposed to so many ingredients every single day. People on average use about 12 personal care products each day. And through that exposure, they're exposing themselves to hundreds of chemicals. Some of these chemicals are probably fine, but we know that a lot of them have been linked to cancer, endocrine disruption, fertility problems, and these are all things we're seeing on the increase in our society.
Okay, so before we like deep dive into our ingredient stuff, what is both of your biggest ingredient no-no?
My biggest ingredient no-no would be chemical sunscreens for a couple of reasons. They're not reef friendly, which means they're not good for the environment, and chemical sunscreens are more absorptive as opposed to mineral sunscreens that deflect UV rays, which make them more suitable for a variety of skin types.
And it's like, wouldn't you just rather reflect or like bounce the ray off than like even absorb it into the skin? Like, doesn't that like...
It's way better.
Yeah.
And my ingredient no-no is dibutyl phthalate.
What's that?
It's an ingredient that used to be used a lot in nail polish, not so much anymore, thank God, but it's also a potent endocrine disruptor, and it can mess with the reproductive systems of baby boys and adult men.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is the most misunderstood ingredient?
I would say one of the most misunderstood ingredients is actually a category of ingredients, and that category is preservatives. And the reason for this is people see the word preservative and
we don't
it
like
sounds kind of scary,
yes,
sounds harsh, but in reality, preservatives actually have a very critical role in that they protect your products from growing bacteria and mold.
Yeah.
So you need to preserve most of your products, and there's a better way of doing it. Like with clean beauty in general, there's a good way to do it, and there's also a better way to do it.
Okay, so preservatives. What do preservative ingredients sound like?
Well, there's so many. There are actually, there are like hundreds, and there's some key ones that you look for and what you would avoid. And when it comes to clean beauty, we tend to avoid certain classes of parabens.
Yes.
Right.
And isn't there 3 main parabens, or am I making that up? I feel like I remember there being 3.
There are several. There are.
I've made it up. Yeah, great.
Yeah,
Perfect.
and there are a lot of parabens that have actually been banned in certain places. So instead, it's good to opt for other alternatives, and what you would look for is something like organic acids. They're food-grade preservatives like potassium sorbate or sodium benzoate. So look for those on the label instead of something paraben.
Okay, Queen. So your misunderstood ingredient, preservatives. Yes. What is your most misunderstood ingredient?
The ingredient I think is most misunderstood is fragrance, and I think most people just see it and they're like, wow, I want to smell good, slap that fragrance on, and they don't realize that it can be a mixture of almost 4,000 ingredients. I have on a spray fragrance right now and I smell pretty damn good. What I don't want is that term fragrance on the bottle. It's about the disclosure of the ingredients on pack. And we have products in the EWG verified program that are fragrances, like the one I have on, and they're fully disclosed, so it's possible.
In the beauty industry, we hear a lot about harmful ingredients, especially in skincare. Can you kind of like, what is the whole deal with that? Tell us everything.
With Biossance, we have 2,000 ingredients that we blacklist because there might be some call out in terms of safety or something that raised a red flag that made us want to just steer clear from it. And 2,000 ingredients is a lot to remember. So, Nneka, can you tell us a little bit about what you think would be your top ingredients to avoid?
So phthalates, they're plasticizers. They're in fragrance mixtures. They help them to stick to the skin. They help things be more flexible. But they're endocrine disruptors.
No.
No, thank you. The other thing we've spoken about are parabens, especially the long chain parabens. They're also endocrine disruptors. They are used everywhere though, because they are preservatives. So shampoos, conditioners, everywhere that you can think about it, they can be found. And they have been linked to breast cancer and also fertility problems, unfortunately. You know, you need to put your coin in products and companies that are keeping your health as a priority and disclosing all of their ingredients to you.
Okay, so I'm living for that knowledge. We know what to kind of avoid, but what ingredients are we really obsessed with right now?
So some of my favorites are squalane, which is this beautiful luxury emollient, and I just slather myself with it. I love ingredients that just keep me really moisturized. Hyaluronic acid, I feel like you can't go wrong with it.
And I feel like we're the same person right now because those are two of my favorites too. I love a good hyaluronic acid and squalene, and then a good vitamin C serum. OMG, in love.
I'm feeling empowered. I'm feeling knowledgeable. But what do I do with all that knowledge and power now? Like, what can I do with it today?
I think the first thing to do is know that not all ingredients are made the same. Some are not good for us, some are better for us. So become familiar with ingredients, turn over a package and read labels, read labels, read labels. And also utilize resources like EWG's Skin Deep database and look for better products, or use our app in stores to scan products. It's a healthy living app to see what it would score in our database.
Wow, I'm literally feeling so strong. I'm feeling so informed. I also feel like way more gorgeous from just sitting next to both of you for this time. So like, thank you so much for your time and thank you for giving us your knowledge and your expertise. I really, really appreciate it. If you want to know more about clean beauty, make sure to follow cleanacademy.com or follow Biossance on our YouTube and Instagram channels.